I heard Glenn Beck recently, and he was hopeful. Yeah, I mean that. He expressed genuine optimism. And it wasn't based on the polls or the economy, the culture, or any of the normal things that people measure. Not Glenn. He saw something totally different, and I think he's right on. Glenn's reason for optimism stems from a subtle shift in tactics by both sides in the war between liberty and totalitarianism. That's right. The man who brought you worries about George Soros, the Muslim Brotherhood, and Communist China well in advance of their harsh reality has reason to be optimistic? Let me tell you, I think he's right, and his message should spur us to action. Let's watch what he said. Glenn nailed it. The left has gone so woke that they feel they have to make their point directly in every single everything. You have LGBTQ shoved in your face in cartoons. Everything's about climate change. I even saw NCIS recently, a show that I love and have watched for years. In this episode, the bad guy was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, female domestic American terrorist, while her fiancé was the patriotic American Muslim born in Afghanistan. Now, there's nothing wrong with showing that viewpoint, but the writers went out of their way to hammer home the point rather than telling a good story. They've lost the power of storytelling. We've said this before, but it's worth repeating. Our life is increasingly determined by politics. What you can say, where you can go, how you can raise your kids. Politics can tell you if you have to take an experimental vaccine or wear a mask. Politics determine whether or not you have a job or can start a business. Politics is upstream from your life, but culture is upstream from politics. Before we had the cram down of transgender wokeism in our libraries and elementary schools, there was Will and Grace. This marginally popular TV show normalized LGBTQ issues and played a powerful role in transforming the culture. It did so with storytelling. Storytelling is a powerful weapon in the culture war, but it's also an economic weapon. Did you know that before the pandemic, total annual box office receipts were $42.5 billion per year? That's big. But when you add in TV, streaming, music, and video games, the entertainment industry totals well over $700 billion per year. This is a huge business, and it has an impact on your future, but it also has an incredible opportunity for wise investors, those wanting to take back our culture. The best way to influence politics is storytelling. The leftists owned this when they were out of power. Now that they're in power, they've become so ham-handed that they've lost the art. The good news is that there's a brand new breed of conservative storytellers rising.